Welcome to the parents of the class of 2025. My name is Dave Spencer. I am the proud principal of Turpin High School. The purpose of tonight's meeting is to give you an opportunity to meet members of the administrative team as well as our academic department chairs. You'll have the opportunity to hear more about our academic programs and policies, learn about the classes that will be available for your students to take, as well as the different levels and the expectations that will be made of your students taking these classes. You'll also learn about our Ohio graduation requirements, and we'll go through great detail on how your child will schedule their classes. Immediately following the presentation, we will have a live Q&A session with your child's future counselor and an administrator, so you have the opportunity to ask some general questions. We hope that you enjoy the video, and thank you for being here.
Hi, my name is Nathan Dumford. I'm an assistant principal at Turpin High School for data and assessment. I primarily work with students for state testing, for ACT, SAT, PSAT, basically anything testing related. But I also work with students towards graduation. So today I'm going to go over some of the graduation requirements that the state has. There are three parts of graduation: competency, readiness, and coursework. Competency is simply the state tests competency. There are two tests that students have to show a score of 684 or higher. That's Algebra 1 and English 2, 10th grade English. There are also other state exams that students will be taking, such as biology, geometry, U.S. history, and government. However, they do not impact the competency component of graduation. Students also have to attain 2 graduation seals to show readiness. There are 12 different seals available that students can work on throughout their 4 years at Turpin High School. Finally, students have to earn credits towards their coursework. There are 4 credits for English and math, 3 credits for science, 3.5 credits for social studies, with your health credit, and then 2 PE courses, and then of course, finally, 6.5 elective credits, totaling 22 credits overall. I'm really excited for you to be here. Welcome to Turpin High School. See you soon.
Good evening. My name is Brian Lee. I'm the Associate Principal for Academics here at Turpin High School. Most of my job involves academics, scheduling, curriculum, those sorts of things. Tonight I'm going to be talking about those areas, some of the things that are different about the high school level, some of the policies and procedures that you can look forward to learning about. First, we're going to talk about how 8th graders receive their teacher recommendations. The 8th grade teachers that your students have right now will be making a recommendation in English, math, science, and social studies. The teachers recommend the course that they believe is most appropriate based on what they know of your students already in the 8th grade performance. But you won't always agree with the teacher recommendation. That does happen. So if you do disagree, please have a conversation with that teacher. Try to understand why they had the recommendation that they did. They might know something about the high school coursework that will shed some light on it. If you still disagree with the recommendation, you can make the change. Just discuss it with the counselor at Nagel, and they will make sure that we have that change here at Turpin. You heard about what the course requirements are for graduation. Other considerations that you want to have as you plan out 4 years of study are that college-bound students should have 1 year minimum of fine arts. College-bound students should also have 2 years minimum of world language. We're going to be giving your students a 4-year planning document when we meet with them at Nagel. This document is largely blank because it's intended for students to fill out the courses that they want to have in the future or to set goals for where they want to get by senior year. It's a document that they should come back to year after year and refill out as plans may change. Now let's spend a few minutes talking about our academic policies and procedures. First of all, how is credit earned? Well, credit is earned with semester grades, not quarter grades. So while you'll receive a quarter report card, that's just sort of a progress report. At the end of a semester, we take the first and second quarter grades along with a semester exam to compute the semester final average. And that semester final average is what ends up on a student's transcript. It will be 45% made up of the first quarter, 45% made up of the second quarter, and 10% made up of the semester exam. Each course will earn a half a credit for each semester. The only exception is PE, physical education. Those courses are worth a quarter of a credit each. I did mention transcripts already. Transcripts are a complete and permanent record of every course that's taken at the high school level. So that means that if your student right now is taking Algebra 1 or a world language at Nagel, that course will end up on the student transcript. All semester grades will be recorded permanently. Transcripted grades cannot be erased or replaced, even if the course is retaken. Also on the transcript, you'll see grade point average. Grade point average is also based only on semester grades, not quarter grades. Each grade is given a quality point. 4.0 is an A, 3.0 is a B, etc. And then the quality points divided by the total number of credits attempted is the GPA. GPA is cumulative all the way from grades 9 through 12, and it will even include the courses taken at Nagel if it's Algebra 1 or world language. Also for GPA, we sometimes have weighted courses. What that means is that we award extra weight for a course that is particularly rigorous. All honors courses receive an extra half quality point. So if a student got an A in an honors course, 4.5 would actually be what's used in the semester GPA. Down the road, if a student takes an AP course, advanced placement, there's an extra full quality point. So an A in an AP course would be 5.0 in the GPA. Now, how do we recognize our students at Turpin High School? Well, first of all, we have a quarterly honor roll, 3.5 and above. Every quarter that will come out to recognize the students who are excelling. Annually, we have Spartan Awards. Spartan Awards are given to students at the end of an academic year to award them for sustained excellence throughout the course of the year. At graduation, we have what are called Latin honors, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. It recognizes the top 20, 10, and 5% of the graduating class. Class rank is not reported on standard transcripts. We want students to not be competing against each other. We want them to be competing against themselves, to excel as best they can on their own. However, if a college or a scholarship requires class rank, we will report it. The number one question we get from 8th grade parents about scheduling is about the course labels. First of all, we have some courses that are non-level. You won't see any label on them at all. We also have college preparatory courses, honors courses, and advanced placement courses. These labels are on courses to indicate the rigor, but there's no such thing as an honors student or a college prep student. They can take college prep courses and honors courses and AP courses and non-level courses all at the same time, depending on what's appropriate for one subject or another. So if you're wondering about it, you might want to think, where are your students' strengths? How do I know if my student is prepared to be in an honors or an AP course? Well, it really depends on the student's work ethic, their curiosity about the subject area, their initiative, their ability to work independently, and really the feedback that you're getting from 8th grade teachers. Speaking of teachers, now we're going to turn it over to our academic departments and allow our department chairs to talk about the 9th grade course offerings. Thank you. I look forward to meeting each one of you and your children.
Hi, my name is Mindy Trujillo, and I am the English Language Arts Department Chair at Turpin High School. 9th grade English is a survey class, so we're looking at authors and books from different genres, different time periods, and from different places around the world. Each level of our 9th grade English class is going to be focusing on the same learning targets, the same objectives, and the same skills. So we have 3 levels. We have our honors class. This is for students who are reading and writing above grade level, strong, independent readers and writers. The honors class is going to move at a little bit of a faster pace. and we have some higher expectations, and we're going to dig a little bit deeper into the content, that literary analysis, and really delve into various types of writing. We also love active participation in that honors class. The college prep class is for students who are reading and writing at or slightly above grade level. This is going to provide a strong background in the foundations: reading, writing, thinking, speaking, and listening. Our non-leveled class, again, same skills, same objectives, same targets, but it's going to move a little bit slower in pace, and there's going to be a little bit more teacher guidance. This class might not go as deep, but again, still working on the same skills. This would be for those who are reading and writing a bit below grade level. After 9th grade year, we have 10th grade, which is American literature, 11th grade, which is world literature, and then 12th grade, we have selective classes where students can pick between 2 literature classes. And then there is a 9-week speech class and a 9-week expository writing class. For those who want to enter and then stay in that honors program, we do have 2 AP courses. We have AP Language and Composition, and we have AP Literature. Students can choose to take one or both of those AP classes. So you could take an AP class your junior year and senior year, or one or the other. We also have some pretty cool electives in our department. We have a Reading for Purpose and Pleasure class, a journalism class for working on the yearbook, creative writing, and a media literacy course. We are excited to have your students at Turpin High School, and if you have any questions, just send me an email, melindatrujillo@foresthills.edu.
Hello, my name is Donna McKiddy, and I am the Mathematics Department Chair at Turpin High School. And I'm here to tell you about the options for your 9th grader next year at Turpin. So your 9th grader could enter into the non-grouped Algebra 1. They could be in CP Algebra 1, and they could be in Honors Algebra 1 as a freshman. They can also, as a freshman, come in at Honors Geometry. And there are very few that come in as a freshman in Honors Algebra 2, but these would be prerequisites for that. So your non-grouped classes tend to move a little bit slower, maybe not as much detail. Calculators are permitted in the non-group classes. CP classes, typically calculator use is intermittent. Some parts of tests will be calculator, some will be no calculator. And in our honors classes, calculators are very restricted because the idea, if you're coming in as a freshman in honors geometry, is that you will eventually be taking AP Stats, AP Calc, and AP Calc in particular has a calculator, no calculator sections, and the no calculator part is much larger. So in your honors classes, you need to be thinking about the fact that you do not get retests, you do not get extra time. So these are things for the honors classes. CP is a little bit in between there, and then the non-group classes, that's where a lot of accommodations are made and extra time is given for certain situations, as well as retests and things like that.
Hello everyone, my name is Corey Mullins. I'm the Science Department Chair here at Turpin High School. I'm going to give you a brief introduction on what you can expect for your student in terms of 9th grade science offerings, but then also what will become available as you move through your 4 years here at Turpin. So pretty much every first year student here at Turpin is going to take some version of biology. The difference between the 3 classes is content-wise almost nothing. They are almost all identical content-wise. The honor students do go a little bit more in depth. They'll talk a little bit more specifically about some of the different topics, but for the most part, the 3 are identical. The bigger difference comes with how the teaching is done, whereas the non-leveled and CP classes are going to have more directed activities, more teacher intervention, if you will. The honor students are going to be expected to do more independent work, and that does include a science fair project. So students who are in 9th grade honors biology are required to complete a science fair project as part of their 9th grade curriculum. Biology is just the beginning here at Turpin. After biology, students will go on to take some sort of physical science in their sophomore year, either a course called physical science, which is a semester of physics and a semester of chemistry, or they will take chemistry, either CP or honors, depending again on what level they are in. And that often ties more closely to which math they're in. After sophomore year, the playbook really opens up for students. We have all sorts of different physics options available to students. We have a second year of biology and AP biology. We have a second year of chemistry and AP chemistry. And then we also have a bunch of really cool electives, forensic science, astronomy, 2 courses available in anatomy with human body systems and medical interventions. And then we also have a whole series of engineering courses. And I wanted to mention that one real quickly here at the end because your student, if he or she is really motivated as a science student, does have the opportunity to take 2 science courses next year. You do need to take biology. Everybody has to take biology. That's part of our state requirement. But we do have a first-year engineering course that is available for freshmen. And so if your student really thinks engineering is the way he or she wants to go, have them sign up for that engineering course.
I'm Rob Stahl, and I'm the department chair of the Social Studies Department. And next year, for incoming freshmen into the Social Studies Department, you have several different courses to choose from. You have both leveled and CP Modern World History, which essentially covers from the Renaissance and Reformation all the way up to our modern day. And for honor students, you have the ability to choose from either AP Human Geography or Honors Modern World History, which, very similar to the CP course, is a study of the Reformation, Renaissance to modern day, covering the documented history of the world. The AP class is, of course, driven by the College Board, but essentially covers the impact that human beings have had upon world history and culture, as well as the impact that the world has had on humans. So after freshman year, all students will be expected to take a history of the United States, whether that be a CP United States history or an AP United States history. And then after that requirement, the history door opens up, so to speak, at Turpin High School. And we have so many awesome courses that students can take, from world cultures to World War II to modern America to sociology, psychology, government, just a plethora of courses that they can take to really enrich their experience here at Turpin High School.
Hi, my name is Laura Martinez. I'm a Spanish teacher here at Turpin and also the World Language Department Chair. So I'm here to just quickly talk about what we have to offer here at Turpin in our World Language Department. We have 4 languages: Mandarin, Latin, German, and Spanish. These languages are open to all students who have any interest in studying them. It's really quite simple. You're going to sign up for level 1 if you've never taken a language, or if you've taken one language and you want to switch. And you're going to sign up for the second level of whichever language you've studied if you've completed the course at Nagel. The other situation we sometimes see is we have native speakers who want to study the language that they also speak at home, so that would be something you would talk about with your counselor, and we would find the right placement level for you. All 4 of these languages throughout the 4 years at Turpin do go up to the AP level. You heard earlier that 2 years are required for colleges, and a lot of the selective universities will even require 3 years. And we like to see students in the language for at least 3 years so they can get a feel if it's something they want to continue to pursue after their time here at Turpin. That's about it. Thanks. We can't wait to see your student in class.
In addition to the core courses you just heard about, Turpin has a wide variety of elective offerings available to 9th graders. As your student goes through 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, the variety becomes even more diverse. In our computer science department, we have 3D models and simulations, where students will use computer-aided drafting software to create models for mechanical design, 3D prototypes, and product simulation. We also have a basic programming course. And finally, we have applied computer skills. This gives students more expertise in using application software for both their academic and future-ready pursuits. It includes business software, digital multimedia, web design, and other applications. In our business department, freshmen can take personal finance or introduction to business. Both of these courses will meet the financial literacy requirement for graduation. In our physical education and health department, there are those two courses, of course, both which are required for graduation. And then also for graduation, students have to take a second physical education course. And as you can see, there are quite a number of offerings in this department. Now, there is the opportunity for students to utilize what's known as a PE waiver. What a PE waiver does is allows the student to exempt themselves from the PE requirement for graduation by completing 2 seasons of a Turpin sport, marching band, or cheerleading. More information on this can be found with the student's counselor. Our Family and Consumer Sciences Department, or what you and I would have known as Home Economics, has 5 offerings available in 9th grade. Career and Life Planning will meet the financial literacy requirement like the business courses did. Also, we have 3 courses that are in culinary: Nutrition and Healthy Lifestyles, Creative and Safe Cooking, or Global Foods. There's also a Fashion Design and Selection course. Each one of the courses in this department is a 1-semester offering. Our Teaching Professions Academy is a partnership with Great Oaks. It's a pre-professional program in education, allowing students to explore whether they'd like to become an educator after high school. At the freshman level, there are fundamentals and education courses, A and B, each being 1 semester. After the freshman and sophomore years, the pre-professional program in teaching takes off with full-year offerings that allow students to get field experience as pre-teachers. In the visual arts, students could explore drawing and painting, sculpture ceramics, digital imaging, also known as graphic design, or introduction to photography. The photography course does require that a student have access to a digital SLR camera. All of our art offerings are full year. In the music and theater arts, also known as performing arts, we have band, percussion, orchestra, men's chorus, women's chorus, introduction to theater, introduction to film, and then 2 single semester offerings are beginning guitar and music history. We've obviously shared quite a bit of information with you tonight. Of course, we don't expect you to remember every detail. So the Forest Hills course guide is available on the Forest Hills website. If you navigate to the website, foresthills.edu, and look in the upper right, you'll see the Resource Center. In the Resource Center, you just select grades 9 through 12, and then you'll be able to see a link to the 2021-2022 course guide for full course descriptions and academic programming.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time. In August, we'll have freshman orientation and another parent meeting to make sure that you feel comfortable and prepared for what high school brings to your incoming freshmen. For specific and individualized questions, please contact your student's counselor at the email address on the screen. We now will have the live question and answer using Google Meet, and that will start now. Links are in the video description below. Thank you and have a great evening.